Welcome back, DigiDs. That's right, to another episode of Miasma Chronicles, where today we're finally going to be taking down the Miasma Wall. Elvis's glove calmed the huge vortex of angry miasma, saving Sedentary again and turning the glove's light orange. Now it's time to break through the Miasma Wall and finally find Mama. And we're going to be on our way. As I was driving my way back through the Gator Zone, it was pretty uneventful. Absolutely nothing happened. Nope, absolutely nothing at all. So we're just gonna continue along and keep on trying to find what's going on with this Miasma Wall and find our mama. As well as before we even really get fully started, Miasma Chronicles has had an update. While I try to pull up the update notes here while I take a look, and I'll read these while we kind of travel. They had a few balancing and skill changes here. Skill deck rebalance for Jade. Movement stat increased, reduced in cost by 1. Hunter passive cost reduced by 1. Crowd pleaser reduced by 1. Battle cry reduced by 1. Skill deck for Elvis. Deflector reduced by 1. Second miasma slot reduced by 1. So if we actually take a look here real quick, take a look at our skill deck. That's right, get another miasma skill here is reduced by 1. Before it was 3, now it's 2. And let's see here, for Diggs, counter punch reduced by 2. Acrobatic reduced by 1. As well, there is a little bit of a spoiler, which I did not quite appreciate, but I will not reveal that part to you guys, simply to keep it a little bit, well, exciting. So, with that being said, a lot of our skills have been reduced in cost, which makes it a little bit easier to actually move through them. Maybe as more people have gotten to the end of the game, they've realized that some of these costs are a little bit too costly and too high in general to, well, warrant being able to use them as effectively as you like, because it just costs so much. You have to level up and rank up so much that maybe there's not enough experience to go around in the game to warrant actually being able to get them.
Thanks for holding up your end of the deal.
The wall's up ahead. So many times we couldn't get through.
Today we're getting through. I need you, Tiger Tough.
Oh, I'm Tiger Tough, all right. We got this. I've been waiting so long to get through this miasma wall and see what's on the other side. Now the question is, are we gonna get there uninterrupted? Chances are probably not. First quest is, how do we get down again? It's around here, right? I hear the stairs. I know there's stairs somewhere. I believe we gotta go all the way down to the bottom level and keep on moving through. Looks like Jade got stuck at the top. She'll probably teleport down to us in a second. There she is. Last time we came across this area, there were some raiders waiting for us. Looks pretty clear at the moment. And I believe that's... Does that go to the sky whale or the skyscrapers? Okay, yeah, that direction goes to the skyscraper. I was trying to remember that. I believe it was closed off before, but that is open now. But Miasma Wall is up here at the top. And if you remember, it's been a while since we've actually been up to that location. It has been, well, since the very beginning of the game. We've been back to this area at least once, but we haven't been back to the Miasma Wall at all.
Mama's on the other side of that wall, waiting for us.
We got your back, brother.
Thanks, Diggs. But this fight, I fight alone.
Oh, come on, don't judge your brother like that. Diggs has been with you from thick and thin. He's been there just as much as anyone else.
No one's getting through this alone. You need help.
From who? I'm done waiting. This glove is all we got.
How many times have you tried to put a hole through this wall?
39 times?
38.
You're both insane.
Those other times I was just a mechanic. But this time...
You're a goddamn hero.
Okay. Stand back.
Remember your training now. Keep up.
Diggs.
Hey, yep.
Your phase field's too narrow.
It's fine.
It's not fine. Burn the edges so the tunnel doesn't close in.
I can do this. I can do this!
hell? The girl's got her own glove.
Keep that mind blank, Elvis.
What the? Oh, the other side, I see it. It's fighting back.
Burn the edges.
Yeah! Yeah!
You seeing this, Diggs? It's open!
Okay, kid, not bad.
Good, Elvis, real good.
We did it!
I can do it. I can do it. I'm in control. I'm in control.
You're late.
I am Quendel Zen, the immortal ruler of America's southern regions. Time has no hold on me.
Get that collector out of here. This is no place for a war machine.
As long as one of you keeps sending assassins to assassinate me, the collector stays right here. Now, my simple, humble advisors, answer me this. Did you find my sister?
The power surge from her stolen glove was near our gold facility in Region D. But the surge was too high to come from one glove. It seems two gloves are in use.
There are no other gloves. We killed the editors, yes? All of them?
The data suggests we may have missed one.
My collectors will slay this fugitive and return my rebellious sister home, safe.
With all due respect, sir, they will not. There is a more urgent priority.
My sister is part of the first family. Without the family, America would cease to exist. So tell me, Zarin, what is more urgent than that?
Your factory. Whatever you're making in there is angering the miasma. It's spreading at a rate not seen in decades, destroying your uncle's assets.
Enough! You're not in charge here, you skulking, sliming, common class idiots! Find my sister!
You are a child! Shut down your factory before you destroy us all!
Collector, kill!
Wait! You can't do that!
What is our priority?
Find your sister.
Perfect. Meeting adjourned.
We broke through the wall. No one's gonna believe this. I don't believe it. 39th try ain't so bad, huh, Diggs? Mama's gonna be proud of us.
Whole town's gonna kiss our butts.
Except the mayor. Why the hell did he abandon us?
Simple. We were under attack. He ran like a coward.
He's no coward. He's been running the town for 80 years.
That family data drive was a Pandora's box of secrets. Who knows what he's uncovered?
I don't know Pandora or her box, but I do know when I see that mayor again, kapow!
Where was that glove when we were fighting Tragle?
Is that a thank you I'm hearing? Couldn't get through the wall without you, Jade.
Cut the shit. Where'd you get it?
I stole it from the first family. They stole it from someone else. I don't know who.
And that's why they're hunting you?
I'm hunting them. Or I'm going to, with Bahmadi's help. Listen, I'm like you, Elvis. I don't know a thing about this glove, but I'm trying like hell to learn.
Mama won't wait forever. Let's find her.
Temple of the Editors. Wow. Okay, Jade's Rose also has Miasma Glove. You don't say. Means that you can now assign Miasma powers to Jade in the party screen? Yes. So there is a lot to break down. So let's go ahead and take a moment before any more dialogue happens by even taking a couple steps. So, we broke through the wall. We found that Jade also has a glove. She obviously knows a lot more than she's letting on by knowing that we had to burn the edges, whatever that meant. First off, that entire cutscene was amazing. I loved it. That was some great animation work. There were a few kind of weird like character model like glitches there, but it worked fine, honestly. But it was amazing to see all that. But we also got a first look into the first family and like their council with Zengadi, and appears as though his sister is Jade, is what I'm assuming. And they said that they noticed a power surge from her glove. So they are tracking the glove because she stole it from the first family. But they also noticed Elvis's glove. So they're tracking Elvis. So now they are only tracking the both of us as well as Bob Mahdi at the same time. So there's probably gonna be at some point that we are going to come into contact with them. And well, of course, probably fight them. Maybe alongside Bob Mahdi. We'll see, you know, my mother. And honestly, there's a lot to break down. So there's a whole hierarchy system to their structure and to the fact that these regular low-life commoners to the first family who are trying to run things also mentioned that his factory is also spreading the miasma faster than they can predict. So there's going to be some type of factory out there that maybe we'll take out eventually. Maybe that's what, you know, my mother is trying to break down to stop the miasma spread.
Looks even shittier than our side. You psyched to find Mama?
Think so. Been so long. Just hope she's still here.
If she's not, we have zero chance of stopping the miasma. So yeah, let's hope.
Lady, back your scheming ass up and let my brother have his moment, all right?
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as you walk a few steps, I knew some dialogue was gonna happen. But yeah, that's the other thing. Jade, God, it is still the same thing I've been complaining about. Jade, you are holding too many secrets. You've given us just little snippets of what's going on here, and you're still not telling us everything. You only reveal exactly when you need to. So she's still holding a number of secrets. I honestly have a feeling that she might even betray us at some point. Maybe she's trying to hunt down our mother for some reason. Maybe she holds a grudge against her for some reason. Who knows? But there was a whole hierarchy system going on with this first family that they were taking out their, I don't know, their council of commoners or so, since that he just managed to just kill them all because he more cares about finding his sister more than anything. So we're definitely coming to contact with them at some point. With that being said, let's go find our mother and see what's going on. This entire site is absolutely ridden by miasma, as you can tell. It is much more deteriorated and dilapidated than one would anticipate. Although not necessarily surprisingly, this is kind of more of the wilderness. You know, not a whole lot of population. Maybe the miasma wall was protecting us from the miasma spreading. And oh wow, what is this? Dear God, as much as I do not want to fight this, I kind of want to fight this. you know what I mean? Like, if we end up having like a mini boss battle where we have to fight something like this, hell yeah. Has like 15 armor, like 1,000 health. I'd be down. I'd be down. And maybe we'll die and like our mother will come save us or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, trying to see what's gonna come true. We'll see what happens. But let's just kind of continue along and see what's going on.
Wow. This was some fight.
This was editors versus first family. It got vicious.
I'd say they got crashed planes or sky whales. They got miasma all over the place. The editors were probably using the miasma powers. A beautiful waterfall just going into the ground. Not exactly sure where all of that water is coming from. It seems like a lot, but
Miasma covering everything. How can Balmati survive out here?
Maybe she survives in there. See that door?
wow. And hang on, I see you. Ah, our first reading of the day. Gotta warm up the voice here. The Last Stand. Pushing our miasma powers to the limit, we made short work of the collectors, but they kept coming and their sheer numbers pushed us back. We were doomed until the fearless pig, Penis Whistle, and Bah Jet combined their powers to block the collectors from just enough time to get us inside the temple and seal the door. I can still hear the screams of our friends. They poison my dreams every night. Well then. It looks like they had a last stand and tried to jump into behind this temple door, so I guess this is a temple of sorts. I see a couple enemies.
Hell? Jade, tell us what we're seeing here.
No idea. Statues of hands?
Gloves. Just like the ones you're wearing.
Please do not come back to life. They look like they're about to come back to life. Are we gonna get ambushed? I'm not at full health. Please don't hurt me.
Bad guys? No, just statues. I think.
Right, but why would we have all this cover? And why would we have the ability to climb up on some of these locations? Well, maybe to investigate.
Bah Jet, wearer of Razor Claw. That's the name of her glove.
Ah, so that's Bah Jet. It was weird. I got a little tripped up there trying to read their names, see what was going on. So each glove has like a name, maybe a certain type of like attribute to them.
Bah Margit, wearer of Aurora. Wonder if she knew Mama.
Bah Margit, Bah Majet, Bah Magi. I don't know, a whole lot of Bah. Bah sheep. Go investigate all these statues and see what's going on. While we're here, may as well get as much lore as possible, and I see a collectible. What are you? Section 01 card. Partially damaged but functional looking key card. Ooh, very nice. I wonder if it has something to do with that weird glowing door there.
Den Farless, wearer of Iso Smasher. Bet he smashed some, ISOs.
You tried, Elvis. I give you like a B- for effort. That is a side quest over there. Maybe it's one of the Watchers. One last statue.
Peck Penwhistle, wearer of Mudhoney. Their gloves are all different.
Very astute observation of you, Elvis. Good job. Does this glove have a investigate? It does not. So let's go ahead and check this door real quick, see if this key card opens it up.
Some kind of focused miasma forming a gate. These wires are linked to it.
Yeah, so the editors definitely had the ability to kind of manipulate this miasma to their will. And we're seeing a few different instances of them using it to their fullest. And they're making like some weird gate structures and walls of sorts.
Not budging.
Huh, I thought these key cards would help. Let's see, can we get a good look down there? I see a big ramp and then like a weird, tall statue looking place, like a temple almost. A little odd. I'm sure we'll find out in the future. Oh, we only got one way to go, and that's the way with the open door. I almost wonder if that miasma wall was made by our mother then. Bah Madi. I wonder if she made that wall specifically to block us from following her, to know that once we did find her, it was when we were ready enough to find her. Oh. Should I have done that? Is this the key card at work? I'm not sure. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and collect this while I got the chance. Electromag. Stuns robotic enemies for 1 turn. Noted. See, now this is why I didn't want to buy any of those special chips, because I figured that we were going to find more.
Never seen anything like it.
The weird refining system of sorts. Maybe they were refining the miasma to an extent. I don't know if I want to go down there just yet. You know what? While we have the chance. So, we can now activate miasma powers on Jade. Noted. What kind of powers do we want on Jade? Do we want something like the Mind Worm where we can take over people? Do we want to call in a Witch Doctor? Something that can electrocute multiple enemies? A miasma power to pick them up and throw them? I don't foresee having a lot of explosive barrels nearby in this type of environment to where the miasma storm is going to be necessarily all that beneficial. So I think what's going to be necessarily more beneficial, we're finding something that stuns robots. We know that the mayor is gone, and we know that he took some robots with him. So that being said, I feel like the electro chainer could be pretty beneficial. Mind control for only 2 turns is, that's alright. I'd rather be hurting more enemies as much as I can. Add 30 fire damage for each, so it takes 70. How much energy does Jade have? She starts with 100. Of course, Elvis has 65. And Elvis, aren't you supposed to be gaining 5 per energy per hit? Okay, good. Now, you only have 100, so something that costs 70 is a little costly, but its base form is already 60. Extends casting range by 20%. I don't think that's necessarily all that beneficial. It seems kind of pointless. 30 damage. Do we want to do acid damage over 2 turns, removing 1 armor? Absorb hit points. Stuns robotic enemies for 1 turn. Or shrink. Ooh, so I could make 3 targets also do less damage by 50% for 3 turns. Or I could stun 3 robots. I think, honestly, just having a base form of 30 fire damage over 3 turns is a lot better. I guess we'll just have to see if I'm right or wrong, because I'm sure we will find out in some form one way or another. Once we come across our first enemies, we'll see who we're up against.
Some kind of workbench. Parts here you'd recognize, Elvis.
What were they making?
Gloves. Just like ours.
Make gloves? Well, I mean, I suppose they had to come from somewhere. I love how even in this future area and technology, we still got a whole bunch of plastic.
What's that? Some kind of blueprint?
Yeah, first family tech. It's a weapon. A nasty one.
Nasty's good. Where's the parts?
Nowhere near here.
Well, like Pete said, families dropping their tech all over the Badlands.
He did say that. Parts are out there. We just need to find them.
Spoken like a true Luke Master General. Let's keep an eye out.
Yeah, true Luke Goblin.
We can find the parts to build this weapon. They're out there.
Where would those even be? Temples of the Editors, find the parts. 0 out of 5. I mean, would that be anywhere around here? I suppose if we come across them, we'll just kind of vicariously do so. I see something else waiting for us. KW Inverter. Miasma just can be added to my party screen. Reduce the cost of casting by 10. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Hang on. Do we already have double up on this? Reduce the cost by 10. We already have that for Elvis. But, however, Jade, we haven't put that one on. Cost in 70 is a little costly simply because you only have 100. But if we put that on, it's going to cost 60. Very nice. If we were to take this off, you could do double. But the fire damage is kind of the whole reason even wanting to use this. Do you have new abilities? No, not quite. I thought maybe she would have extra abilities for like adding like energy onto her or something like that. So she's just a lesser version of, well, Elvis. All right, each are playing their roles. Elvis has the best miasma powers and most energy, while Jade has the best sniping and critical chance abilities, and Diggs is just a simple tank of all gods. He is a tank through and through to the absolute definition of what a tank should be.
Nano compressor. Weird upgrades. This is something else.
What does it do?
It's tough to explain, especially to 2 boys from Sedentary.
Would it be better if we were 2 girls from Sedentary? So a nano compressor, I'm assuming that it's just like some giant compressor that just makes nanotechnology or, you know, makes microchips of some sort. Really? Really? You're gonna tell me that we can investigate the giant weird machine in the center of the room, but I can't investigate the glove that is holding a ball of miasma in front of it? That's gotta be a quest item. That's gonna have to be something that we come back to. There's no way that's not important. That just seems way too apparent of just sitting there, a large room to just be nothing. Nah, that's got to be a quest item in the future. But speaking of quests, let's go ahead and follow the marker. But before we follow the marker, ooh, something shiny. Another room. I'm sorry, Digity. I can't help myself. Oh, hello. We see a weapon over there and a robot.
Warbot, old model. Think I can jack in?
They're coming. Get behind me.
State your purpose.
Rampart S-Class Enforcer. Mission 1, defend the Temple of the Editors. Mission 2, protect you.
Protect me? Who programmed you?
You did, 25 years ago. Welcome home.
Right.
Edison History 6642. As governments collapsed, corporations took over. America's 3 remaining mega-corporations fought a bitter war. Edison won. The 2 losing corporations were absorbed into Edison. History accessed.
Last mission log.
First Family EMP froze the nanoreactor. Collectors breached the gates.
They killed the editors?
Negative. They collected the editors. Interrogations. None survived. I failed.
Sleep well, buddy.
So I feel as though this robot is mistaking us maybe for our mother. Is it that we designed him 25 years ago? And I believe I mentioned this back in like the 5th or like 6th episode or some time ago, of where I asked, how old is Elvis? Like, honestly, he looks like he can't be like older than, I don't know. He sounds young. I'm assuming he's got to be older than 18. I don't think he's like 17 or 18. He's got to be like, what, 19, 20? There's no way he's like 25 or 30, right? So maybe our mother built that robot.
How long has this place been here?
A really long time.
Wow. Thanks, Jade. So insightful. Oh, is this where the... Yeah, this is where the card came into play. Beautiful. Before we even take a look at... Oh, wow, a lot of stuff. A super frag grenade? Yes.
It's mine now.
A dynamo assault rifle. 70 damage, 100 critical damage, 2 empty slots, add 10% crit chance and 1 flanking, as it grants 10 kilowatt of energy per hit. Oh. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. So, we don't have a second assault rifle for Elvis just yet, and I think this is going to be the one that we want. Now, the thing is, this one... When we look at the Mutant Assault Rifle, I did have 5 energy per hit, so I could keep that on. Do I have anything else to throw on? No, I have nothing else to throw on. So when I'm using the regular rifle, it only gives me 10. But when I'm using the new rifle, I'll get 10 per hit. I don't really have anything else to throw on these. So honestly, I should be saving on to more of these. Do I want crit damage plus? I think that's good for the shotgun. Not that I'm really going to use it much. Ugh, losing my breath. And then there we go. Assault rifle, 60 to 90. Not too bad. 10% crit, 1 flanking. 10 versus humans. Not too bad. Could be better. I kind of wish the Diggs did have a stronger weapon, considering that he's the one who actually rushes up the most. But Jade is doing the most with these sniper rifles. Rage per hit. Chance during an ambush. High ground. Magazine size. They're all pretty beneficial. Is there anything in particular that I want to throw on this one that the other one has? I can make it 15 energy per hit. And then 10 versus humans, it's not that beneficial. We already have another 10 versus humans there. Putting 15 per hit, it depends on what we're about to do. I think that if I am sneaking around, I should, of course, keep the 5 with the Mutant Assault. But as soon as we're about to go into combat, I should swap that over to Dynamo. Because then at that point, I get 15 per hit and get back my energy much quicker. Now, Jade doesn't really have a chance to get back any energy, so it might honestly be nice to throw that on her, but she is the sniper. You know, I mean, I don't really know any other way, so we're gonna have to use nothing but the weapons to get back energy for Elvis, And we'll probably have to start using the energy cells to get back the energy for Jade. If we take a look at our energy cells, we have 2 energy cells. We have acid, knocker, a glass bottle. I guess another energy cell? I don't know. I'm not really sure where that, not sure if that means I have 3 or I only have 2. A little confused. We have 2 sapling seeders, 7 metapods, 3 super frag grenades, 3 regular frag grenades, and 4 napalm death cans. We got a good repertoire of items going on, and I want to save them because I feel like it's gonna be beneficial in the future. Another note that I get to personally read. Hey, leave a like and definitely leave a comment down below if you love the way that I read these notes. I gotta say, they're honestly pretty subpar myself. I'm not gonna kid, they're alright. Alright, let's take a look at what this has to say. We worked together to stay alive. The miasma ball that protected us from the eyes of the first family was also our prison. Editors began to quarrel, fights. They were cast out. Others, driven mad by the devotion to the miasma, began to hear voices which told them to walk to the far corners of New America and beyond. They left without a word, never to be seen again. Little clap, bravo to me. Hey man, you gotta give yourself a little bit of credit where it's due, right? I mean, I can't put myself down. I know I'm not, 10 out of 10 voice actor, but I think I do all right. Investigate.
Mark IV Digbot. Looks like you, Diggs. Only not as cool.
Yeah, sure. Close enough. Not as cool. This guy seems like he has a lot more tubes than he does. I don't know. Kind of cool. Yep, there we go. I remember there being a green thing down here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab that first. A super energy cell. Throw to recover party members' kilowatts. Okay, okay. How much does that restore? A super energy cell restores 120. Ooh, area of effect 3. So if we were to get both Jade and Elvis standing next to one another, then, well, you could obviously just regenerate both of us. That is going to be a last-ditch effort to, excuse me? There we go. It's not letting me pick it up. Ooh, it's got to be something to do with the editors.
Looks like the miasma blast from Widow's mine. This is where they train, maybe.
That's not a bad assumption. It kind of seems like a little bit of a training ground, although how do you get rid of the miasma then? Like, they had to have some way to destroy it. I mean, I guess the editor glove kind of destroys it, kind of absorbs it. So they would try and practice with these and then absorb it back up. I don't know. There's a lot of lore. There's a lot of story going on in this episode, and I am still just as confused as any point in this series as any. And I'm loving every moment of it. So again, I know I just mentioned this, but please leave a comment down below what your thoughts are for this series. Hey, leave your ideas on what you think is going to happen. I have no idea. I'm recording this on the 6th right now. So I think this might be coming out sometime on the 12th, I believe. I think at that point, I may even record one more episode before that one comes out and release it. Point being, leave a comment down below, because even when I read your comments, I'm going to have no idea what's going on. I'm still baffled by what could be happening. So leave an idea what you think is going to happen. Leave your predictions, leave your thoughts, and how have you been liking this series so far? I'd appreciate every word that you guys have to say. Let's go ahead and investigate and continue along.
Miasma gate. There's got to be a way to shut it off.
All right. New objective. Find my mother. Never mind. Unlock the gate. How do we unlock the gate? I mean, I would assume that maybe it has something to do with this hand down over here. Right. That's the only thing that comes to mind. We saw this earlier. It looks important. Yep. I knew it. I called it. It had to be a quest item.
Did something there. Something turned off.
Well, that wasn't the door that we were hoping to unlock, but I think that's one of the ones back in the central room. Or is there's like a white trail going now all the way from the glove. Or rather from where that miasma thing was back to wherever it opened up. I see another trail here off to this left-hand side. There's kind of like this weird metallic floor, like, I don't know, wire-looking area. So because this one's going all the way up to this door to turn it off, we got this one that's coming all the way from inside this door. So whatever we find in here is going to unlock the next area. And hello. Another great reading. We're not going to find too many transcripts in here, so I'm going to have to get better with my reading voice. The first family would not rest until they stole our gloves and our lives. We decided to seal off the entire region to protect what was left of our legacy. 38 days after we began our work, the wall was complete. Exhausted, our gloves melting hot from the sheer amount of miasma we had to mold, we stood back in awe of what we accomplished. To protect our legacy, we scarred the earth. There was no alternative. You know, the thing is, I gotta really find the right, like, voice to do, because I don't know how the rest of it's going. Maybe I should read it first and then choose a voice.
Welcome to the Temple of the Editors. Your training begins now. I am Bajette.
What is this?
Here, you will learn how to manipulate the miasma and win the war against the First Family.
Alright. Disembodied voices talking to me. Lots of cool holograms. Is the voice in the room with us right now? This Bajette? Investigate.
What is the miasma?
Centuries ago, the originals lived in a kingdom called
America.
The originals were strong, proud. But their addiction to progress cracked the land and poisoned the sky. Their kingdom crumbled. They begged the First Family to save them. The family used their dark science to create the miasma. A web of energy covering the whole of America, cleansing her skies, forgiving her sins. But the originals didn't learn. They kept polluting their paradise. The miasma grew angry. It lashed out, carving their kingdom into a lethal wasteland. The originals festered in the darkness. Lies trampled truth. Despair trumped hope. Separation felt safer than intimacy. Their time was gone.
Wow. Okay, we have four more things to investigate. I guess 3 before the main. And that just revealed a lot. So the reason why, I mean, I even said before, why did the miasma grow mad if we fixed the environment? What, was it too late? But it turns out they created, of course, I predicted that they created the miasma. And I guess they kept on polluting. Like they just, because, oh, the miasma will fix it for us. So we can just keep on doing what we were doing before. But the thing that I don't get is that the miasma grew angry. What does that mean? Is the miasma some type of nanomachine, like little robots? Is the miasma a sentient being? How did it grow angry? Is it actually angry, or is it being controlled by somebody? Is it a machine? We have 3 more statues here that I feel are going to tell us a lot. Let's find out.
Who are the editors?
An order of sorcerer knights who protect the weak, connect the separated, and fight the First Family to return truth to a broken America. We build nanogloves, link them to our brain waves, and edit the miasma as a maestro conducts a symphony. We change the miasma's form, soothe its anger. But we are a select few. Only those who achieve the purity of zero mind can master their glove.
So you want to be able to use these miasma powers best when you are absolutely able to use them almost as though it is second nature to you. That you don't think about it, you simply do as though it is a part of you.
Who are the First Family?
The First Family are an incestual clan of liars and thieves. Founded 150 years ago by the tech tycoon Cornelius Zen, the Corporation Edison was supposed to clean America's pollution. But their creations took on a life of their own and evolved into the unstoppable miasma. With each subsequent generation, Americans tumbled backwards into a feudal dark age. But the Zen family continued to ascend. All the scientific miracles at their disposal, even the gift of immortality, cannot quench their thirst for power. We must stop them.
You know, there has been a lot of talk about America, America, America. Try to save the pollution of America, created by corporations in America, mega corporations that fought in America. To solve the pollution, America did not listen. So it makes me wonder, is this miasma still only prominent in just America? What about Canada? What about Mexico? What about Central America? What about the other continents? Europe, Asia, you know, Africa? Has this only been an American issue? Are there other countries looking on from the outside borders, understanding of our mistakes? Have they learned? Is there an outside world outside of just what has happened to America? I'd imagine it could spread. I mean, a system like this as miasma wouldn't know or understand any construct of the idea of borders. So if they did not like the pollution of America, then any bordering countries who also had lots of pollution, like Mexico or even Canada, then the miasma would grow angry with them as well, right? So it would spread as well. So it could take over the entire continents. I mean, I'd imagine as well, it would definitely spread to Asia at that point. I mean, who knows? This is all just theoretical on what, you know, this fantasy world has given us, but let's investigate the last statue.
What caused the war?
Word spread of the editors. They became protectors of the American spirit, battling injustice in a lawless wasteland, promoting optimism and self-reliance, and proving humans could do what the gods could not: control the miasma. This enraged the First Family. Desperate to steal the editor's power, the First Family hunted and killed the Sorcerer Knights. Despite their continuing efforts, the family will never unlock the secrets of our gloves.
Is it some kind of pure of heart situation because the family is so distraught by lies and deceit that they're unable to use the glove's true power of having zero mind and being able to control it? There's still so many questions as to what caused the war. So that means that the First Family, even though them and or Edison had created the miasma in order to help solve the pollution, they had no ways of actually controlling it themselves. But as soon as another type of people, the editors, formed a way of which to control the miasma, their own creation of the First Family, they feared them and chose to steal their power in some form to maybe gain even more power out of it. So many speculations. What do we have here?
There's something powering down.
Ah, cool, thanks. Let's run on back, I suppose.
Mama's close.
You sure? She's crazy enough to live out here?
Mama left us and walked straight into a miasma storm. She's 3 times crazy.
I mean, I'm just baffled by the number of questions. And
I don't think these are statues.
I knew it. I knew it looked like a battle arena. I called it. It did not look like it was just a simple area to just investigate. They had too much cover. Oh God. Please don't hurt me. Ah, that hurt me. Why is Elvis the one in front? Why can't Diggs be in front? Oh God. Leave me alone. Please don't hurt me. Ah, that hurt me again. Jade, no. All right. So, well, I don't have a chance to really do anything in terms of like changing up my weapons or abilities. So I suppose we're just jumping right on into it. How do I want to do this? I kind of want to burn these guys. We have a lot of abilities and types of. No, Jade, you're the one that I want to move back the most. So let's start with Jade. Never mind, I lied to you all. That's exactly what I do. I lie. I'm sorry, I don't lie. Okay, I'm suddenly just very thrown off. I want to maybe throw a napalm death can. How many do we have? We have, I believe we have a few. We have 4 of these. I want to catch these guys on fire. Let's try to minimize the amount of damage that we take here. We're definitely gonna have more battles ahead. We are not close to leveling up, so we need to be more mindful about the amount of health that we have. Now, Diggs is already halfway down, and of course has the most armor. So we want him to take the most damage since he'll already heal back to half. Elvis and Jade are still above their half, so they won't heal anymore. We want to keep their health as much as possible. With that being said, they are on fire, so I'm going to go ahead and move Jade back and take a shot at the caster. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't want to waste any of my powers yet. Not with the ice gun. With the regular rifle, take a shot at one of these guys. Surprisingly, doesn't have as much... I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I know, I'm still not used to having two weapons. This has a 25% chance of getting a crit. If it does crit, it does kill one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and take a chance. Not quite. Will split next turn, so he hasn't taken enough damage to die. He's only going to take 30 fire damage, so he needs to take one more. How do I want to do this? I think Dino Assault, Mute Assault, Dino Assault. I guess we'll just go ahead and use the Dino Assaults to the best of our ability. I'm going to go ahead and hit the caster. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit that caster. I want to kill both these guys as soon as possible, or at least put them in a situation where they will be dying next turn. I can hit that caster. That'll put him down low enough. Never mind, it does not. Puts them down to 40. You know, it puts them down to 40, and they're only taking 30. And I don't want them to split. Is it worth using another frag grenade? I don't think it is, technically, because even if they will split, I just don't think it's worth the cost. Diggs, are you immune to... You are immune to fire damage. You are immune to fire damage. And you know what, DigiDs, I forgot to mention... Oh, we're one space away. Game, you hate me, don't you? I was gonna tackle him and then... okay, fine. I did forget to mention that, in the update, you may have seen it in the screenshot, but your skills now reset after a battle. We have yet to see that in practice. Let's give Elvis a little bit of cover, because he does give cover when standing behind him. I probably should have taken a shot. Probably should have taken a shot.
That was low. Not feeling too good.
Does hit Diggs. Does hit Diggs again.
System's shutting down.
We do want Diggs to be the primary, you know, one taking damage. He's going to split in the fire, though. What does he split into? Another caster? Oh God. I thought maybe he would split into like a smaller form of himself, not another full health version of himself. I thought maybe he was going to split into, like, you know, two smaller people. Never. No, instead they just split into another 140, huh? So we have learned our lesson. we have learned our lesson. So those two casters will be dead next turn. He's still gonna take a shot at us, isn't he? He's gonna take a shot at Elvis. Yup. Okay, so we have learned our lesson. We know that they just separate into another 140. That is not quite what I predicted. So this is a good chance to go ahead and use our barrel ability.
Let's build this up.
Elvis is already down below halfway, so even if we take a little bit of extra damage after all this, it's not going to be too much of an issue. Because now I want him to take a shot at that barrel. Yeah, just blow it up.
Take a bite of this.
Kill all those.
Hard.
Spread your wings, Elvis.
Is Elvis still getting cover from Diggs? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Jade, I guess you just need to sit there and keep on taking cover. That caster will be dead next turn. You know, if our abilities regenerate, why don't we go ahead and use them to their full advantage? I can throw a turret. I don't know if the range will be enough. Not gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know. So that's gonna cost a single action point. That's fine. But if our abilities regenerate after combat, then I'm not too concerned about using these as much anymore. I can go ahead and use a burn ability on one of these casters then. Missed. Okay, good. It does have the range. I can go ahead and hit both of these guys with this AoE ability. 70. Not bad. I do got another shot. Come on, hit them both. Oh, that is nice. And dead.
How's that for healing the miasma?
Can we ditch the haunted temple and find Bamati, please?
Hey, Diggs, you still have 0 health right now. Should I be concerned about that? It says he has 97. I guess I'm not gonna be concerned about that. I don't know. It's not telling me. I hope. Watch, it's gonna glitch and he's just gonna be dead as soon as the next combat starts. So what is our energy at right now? So our energy's at 5. Jade is still at 100. Diggs is at 97. He's at 77. Noted. Very well noted. I kind of want to put another exo hardener on Diggs. I want to get rid of this exo hardener off of Jade. I guess throw range? I don't really care about throw range, but let's just throw it on in general. Immune to critical hits is kind of nice, but an extra hardener to take 10 less damage per hit. I think that's kind of what I'm going to go for. And instead of having the throw range, I think I'm going to do the same to her. Immune to critical hits. Throw range again, I'm not concerned about. I never really have to throw things necessarily that far anyway. Let's continue along. Hopefully we don't have to worry about being healed up. We're at 16,927 XP out of 27,000, so we are exactly 10,000 XP away from leveling up. Now the last main quest mission did give us 10,000 XP, so I think we'll level up again sometime soon. Travel to the next location? Yes. The other side. Good news, we got through the wall. Bad news, this place is covered in miasma. Good news again, Mama's waiting on the other side for us out there. Somewhere. The editor's archive. Sexy.
Getting the feeling Bamati's not out here.
She's here. I remember what she said to me word for word. When you learn how to use this glove, come find me behind a giant wall. There I will tell you who you are and who you must become. Promise me.
Damn straight. We'll find the little brother.
So right off the bat, this does seem like another battle sequence, but that looks like a giant temple-looking chapel hideout location. If our mother were to be hiding anywhere, it would be somewhere close by, behind the wall, past the temple where you learned a little bit of what you are, and of course somewhere out in the boonies a little bit. There's definitely be enemies out here, right? There's too much terrain out here for there to not be enemies. I guess we'll take the high road. Ooh, another investigate. 80 plastic. How do I get up here? Can I just do it from here? Yes, I can.
Seen these rings before. You can feel the energy.
Is it kind of like some meditation scenario? I'm not seeing anyone out in the distance, but I do see explosive barrels, and where there are explosive barrels, there is typically combat. I mean, I don't know about you, DigiDs, but I'm sensing lots of combat, a very large area.
Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of... It doesn't say the rest.
Death. Okay, well, let's explore a little bit while we can before we get completely ambushed. Let's see what else we can find. I see something green over here. A glass bottle. Beautiful. We do use those somewhat often. They're pretty rare nowadays. You would think that they'd still be able to make glass, even, you know, it's just molten sand, more or less, right? You just kind of superheat it, but maybe they don't have the technology in order.
Stories about these nano cannons. Could be targets in space.
I think I accidentally investigated something. I was trying to climb up the ladder. But you'd think that they'd still be able to form glass bottles, right? Like a little bit more plastic. I mean, it is just superheated sand, more or less. But again, maybe they don't have the technology in order to reach the temperatures necessary in order to do so. Now, before we continue along, did we miss anything along this path? Anything that's just kind of hiding? No, not quite. I bet it's either when we go into the building we're going to get ambushed, or maybe when we're talking to whoever is inside, we're going to get ambushed, and there's going to be a lot of people outside that we're going to have to, like, move around the terrain or something of the sort. Ooh, I do see something purple, and I see something green. And is that also something orange? We got the whole rainbow. Super Metapod. Throw a heal at every part. Okay, let's take a look. What does that do for us? Healing about 120, area of effect 3, so we can actually heal multiple people again. Nice. That is super beneficial. Another readable. I'm gonna get a lot of reads in here. And so the best way for me to find in my editing of when I have like a voice dialogue, like for these, you know, voice acted ones, is I just look for the silence, right? So, but when I have all these that I'm reading myself, it's gonna be a little bit hard trying to find all these. I hope I don't miss any in the editing. I mean, you'll know, DigiDs, if I missed any. It's like, because when I read these, I want to zoom in on the dialogue for the people who are a little bit, maybe on their phone, on their tablet, can't read the dialogue. They don't want to listen to me reading it or listen to it. They like to read it themselves. Maybe to even the people who are deaf, you know, they would appreciate even just reading, you know, the dialogue themselves. But I suppose I'll give myself like 5 seconds of silence here and then cut that section out just so I know when to zoom in on the context right here. Harry, we're leaving for the airport this afternoon. We probably won't be back anytime soon. In case you end up here and find this note, I've left something useful for you in the garage. The objects on the shelf unit and the markings on the keypad will give you a clue to the code. Send my love to the folks at the Model Car Club. Your pal, Jeff. Yo, my name is Jeff. I'm sorry. Okay, but I note here. So I've left something useful for you in the garage. The objects on the shelf unit and the markings on the keypad will give you a clue to the code. So why would you need to give the person... if you're leaving a note specifically for them, you'd think you would just put the code in the notes. But okay, let's play a little bit of detective. We'll put our detective hats. The objects on the shelf unit and the markings on the keypad. On the shelf unit and the keypad. What is the shelf unit? Is this the shelf unit? I see bottom left, top, and middle right. You know, the green van, the red car, and the blue, what do you call those? SUV? I'm not much of a car guy. So, left, top, right, and on the keypad. Ah, blue, red, green. So, right, top, left. Right, top, left. But is that backwards? And so if I'm looking at it like, I don't know if that's backwards or not. So if I'm looking at it, it would be right, top, left. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that would be 6, 8, 1. Hey, there we go. We're getting better at this. And look, it's a wooden door. No more screeching metal doors. Oh, how do I miss your screeching loudness that I'd have to reduce your volume in the editing and it still be loud. How I miss you. What do we got here?
Well, slap me sideways.
Yeah, slap you sideways. Damage 70, critical damage 110, range 18, ammo 1, 20% crit chance when close to maximum range. This is similar to, is this the same one as Jade's? PR7 sniper, PR7 sniper. Yeah, it is the same. Yeah. Crit chance when close to maximum range. You know what? I completely forgot about that aspect. I probably should have been using that more often. But close to maximum range, it's not a silenced sniper, so it doesn't matter too much. But if I keep her at a maximum range, well, it's going to be a little bit more beneficial. Okay. I mean, we can probably just sell that later on, I suppose. Is that another robot? A robot hiding out in the bathtub. Rough night, huh, buddy?
Another ancient bot. Maybe I can wake him up.
So I says to him, I thought we were having a funeral, not a rave.
State your purpose?
Sexton Bidwell, basic gravedigger. I can't see, kid. Where am I? When am I?
You're here. In the future.
Oh, shit. The future? Depress me, why don't you? Listen, tell the boss lady I can't dig this grave unless she gets me new eyes.
I think she's dead, old-timer. Your job's done.
Okay, nice. You guys want to party?
Yeah. Let's go.
Want to know more about Edison, do you? Want me to do a little dog and pony show to show how amazing my maker was, hmm? Forget it. They gave me discount eyes from Singapore. Can't see a damn thing. History accessed.
What was the last thing you were doing?
Digging Mr. Morrison's grave. He got in a fight with the lawnmower. Lawnmower won.
He was an editor?
Nah, it wasn't the cancer that killed him. It was that damn lawnmower.
Rest easy, old-timer.
You know, you'd be surprised how many lawnmowers kill people per year. And of course, more in America because we have kind of like the whole aspect of like having like big lawns and grass and whatnot. And I'll tell you, even myself, I've been a little bit worried. You know, in my lawn, I've got a couple of points in the lawn where it's a little bit steep, and my lawnmower is not exactly that stable. There have been a few times where it feels like it's ready to tip over. So, if I suddenly start making videos or stop making videos one day, just assume I got killed by a lawnmower. I'm making the note here. I got tipped over on a lawnmower and got chewed up or something. Can I just drop down here and get this plastic? Oh, it's not even a drop, it's just some stairs. The worst kind of dropping down. Stairs? Ew. I'd rather just let gravity take its fall.
Here lies Kenny Powers. He struck out.
Yeah, I'd say. More explosive. There's a lot of explosive barrels around here, and I don't think there's much of a point to finding all these gravestones.
Here lies Harold Durr, Thor Munson. His cat had 9 lives, yet he had only 1.
I mean, I've heard of crazy cat ladies, but crazy cat men? Boy gone mad. Yeah, a ladder with high ground up top.
Oh, see that church?
The lights are on.
Mama's gotta be in there. Everything we bled for comes down to this.
I'd say I think we found everything that we can out here. We haven't explored this kind of top right corner area. Anything over here? Just one more gravestone.
Here walks Pharaoh on her road to Eden. She was quite the fox. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know really what that means. Oh, there's a random ladder into the side of it. But you know what? DigiDs, this has been one hell of an episode. There has been so much lore. There has been so much discovered. There has been a lot answered. We've gone through an entire new zone. We broke the miasma wall. We found a lot about the first family. Got a couple of cutscenes. We found out what the first family did, what the editors are, and still we do not have enough answers. We are in a brand new area, in a grave zone, probably about to be in a huge fight. I'm calling it now. If it is not now, it will be soon. But DigiDs, I think this is where we're going to leave off this episode. I can't even comprehend everything that has happened so far. It has been crazy, and I think it's about to get even crazier going forward. Either we're about to meet our mother, or some crucial information that has something to do with our mother. There's no way that they have this big graveyard, big chapel, and something not about to happen. Either if it's not our mother, it's probably either one of the past editors or our first family runaway or something. I'm just spitballing again, just some ideas. I'm trying to kind of take a look and see what's in there, but you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even spoil it to see if anyone is in there, because that'll just ruin the surprise. So you know what, DigiDs, if you want to find out what happens, you're just going to have to tune in for the next episode. So hey, I'm not really sure how to do any of these outros, but I can guarantee I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye. God, I love this game.